Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. The first episode of the new BIP season concluded with the elimination of 4 male competitors during the rose ceremony. Rose ceremonies are a tradition on all Bachelor Nation programs. However, the rose ceremonies will be discontinued later in Season 10. Keep reading to learn what this implies for the participants. Bachelor in Paradise's entire premise is to give previously rejected Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants another chance to find love while basking in the sun and enjoying the Mexican culture. However, the new season left Mexico and the heat behind. Season 10 was shot in a posh resort in Costa Rica that gave the candidates with air-conditioned rooms. That is just one of the adjustments that occurred while the show was on hiatus for the past year. The cameras were improved to make the visuals more Love Island-like. Many viewers despise the alterations, accusing the show of employing AI to produce certain situations. The drama amongst the participants is still smoldering. Susie Evans, Justin Glaze's ex, will join the beach next week. Her visit is bound to put a damper on his relationship with Lexi Young. Bachelor in Paradise will air on Monday and Tuesday next week. Tuesday's episode welcomes the Golden Cast. Jesse Palmer suggested that the candidates would have to decide between love and money. As previously reported, Season 10 will feature a cash award for the first time. However, that isn't the only significant shift viewers may expect. According to his sources, Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise has only a few rose ceremonies. Furthermore, he adds that the season features fewer contestants than normal, 20 to 30 arrivals. Instead, Season 10 had only 12 younger women, 12 younger males, and 12 golden candidates. The importance of the number 12 could be linked to the decision to cancel the rose ceremony. Reality. According to Steve's sources, instead of a rose ceremony, the participants will be voted out, as is done on Survivor and other reality shows. However, the insider did not provide all of the facts concerning the new elimination process. I am not sure if they vote as a twosome. I'm not sure if the twosomes vote independently, but it's a vote to see who will leave the game next, Reality Steve explained regarding the eliminations. The first episode of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 ended on a somber yet dramatic note, as 4 male contestants were sent home during the premiere rose ceremony. Under the dim lights of the Costa Rican resort's tiki-lined terrace, the ceremony unfolded with a familiar tension, even though fans already knew this would be the last rose ceremony for some time. With Jesse Palmer presiding, the women each handed out a single rose, granting their chosen men another week in paradise. Those left without a rose, Peter M., Deshawn K., Greg T., and Marcus W. walked down the sandy path toward the waiting SUVs, their bags packed and dreams deferred once again. As the limos drove off into the balmy night, the remaining contestants gathered around the fire pit, drinks in hand, laughter and whispers replacing the anxiety that had gripped them moments before. But that ease was short-lived. Jesse's voice returned, now with an unexpected announcement. Paradise, he said, with a small, measured smile, will never be the same again. Tonight was the final traditional rose ceremony. Going forward, your fate will be in each other's hands. Welcome to the new era of Bachelor in Paradise. A hush fell over the group. Confusion flickered in their expressions. Wait, what does that mean? Mumbled Kelsey A., clutching her cocktail tighter. No rose ceremonies? Questioned Ricky M., his brow furrowed. How are we supposed to know who's leaving? How does this even work? Jesse continued, starting next week, your relationships will determine your place here, but so will your alliances, your friendships, and your strategy. At the end of each week, the group will vote on who they think should leave Paradise. That means you'll need to be open, honest, and, above all, smart. Think of it as Paradise meets Survivor, with love on the line. The silence turned to murmurs, then chatter, then outright gasps. The entire format had been upended. The romantic sanctity of the rose ceremony, a decades-old hallmark of the Bachelor franchise, was gone. What replaced it was something far less predictable, and far more dangerous: social politics. Already, a few contestants' minds were spinning. "I don't like this," muttered Bailey B., eyes darting between groups. "This changes everything." Indeed, it did. The next morning, the contestants gathered in the resort's open-air dining pavilion, framed by tropical palms and a panoramic view of the Costa Rican coastline. Unlike past seasons, the accommodations this year were notably upscale. Each contestant had their own air-conditioned suite, complete with plush beds, personal showers, and a stocked mini-fridge. It was clear that production had spared no expense in elevating the aesthetic, likely hoping the visuals would echo the glossy, cinematic feel of Love Island USA or even Too Hot to Handle. But not everyone appreciated the upgrades. "This feels fake," whispered Brian A. to Zoe M. as they lounged by the infinity pool. "Like, do they really think we can't tell some of this is AI generated? That pool fight last night, did that even happen? I swear I saw a weird glitch in Ricky's expression." Zoe giggled. "You're being paranoid." Brian wasn't the only one with suspicions. On Reddit and X, formerly Twitter, fans were already dissecting screenshots, theorizing that certain background extras, bartenders, lifeguards, even a few beachgoers, looked suspiciously uncanny. Reality Steve himself had hinted in his newsletter that the franchise was experimenting with augmented production techniques. But for the contestants, the AI speculation took a backseat to the real issue: who could be trusted? With no rose ceremonies moving forward, everything hinged on popularity, perceived threats, and how relationships were perceived by others. By midweek, alliances had begun to form. Bailey and Jeremy had solidified their relationship after the first rose ceremony, and now found themselves quietly lobbying for votes, though neither would admit to playing a game. Kat and Dale were even more brazen, casually warning others that they weren't afraid to vote for people who stirred the pot. "I just think if people aren't here for the right reasons," Kat said in a confessional, "they shouldn't stay. And if I have to say that to someone's face, I will." Her tone was calm, but the subtext was crystal clear. Several contestants exchanged uneasy glances when she passed by. Kat had become a power player overnight. Meanwhile, drama was brewing on another front. Word had leaked, via Jesse's carefully planted teaser, that Susie Evans, Justin Glaze's ex, would arrive in Paradise next week. Justin, who had spent the last few days deepening his bond with Lexi Young, now faced an incoming emotional hurricane. "I need to talk to you about something," Justin said to Lexi one evening, as they sat under the stars. "Susie might be coming. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.